Hi, my name is Jason Holm, and I'm here with award-winning author George Jakes. He, along with his co-author, Dr. Azizu Riemann, wrote this book, A Practical Field Handbook in Industrial Radiography and Radiograph Interpretation. It's good to talk with you again. It's been a while.
Yes, thank you, Jason.
Now, since we last talked, let me read this so I get this right, all right? You've been part of several magazines, radio shows, newspaper articles. You've been a presenter at the ASME Code Committee meeting in San Francisco, California. You've been busy.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, Jason, that it's been 2 years since we last communicated, and over the last 2 years, RTFIPro had made some huge steps forward.
Yeah, I've done my research. You guys have had a long list of accomplishments in these 2 years. Let me read these. Your book has become #1 seller on 9 separate occasions in vocational books on Amazon. You've had 3 individual projects with the American Society for Non-Destructive Testing. You've put together a partnership with the Quality Control Council of Canada. You received the PhilipsCrosby Medal from the American Society for Quality. And that's for authoring a significant work that contributes to the advancement of quality. That's a lot of work in 2 years.
Yeah, Jason, since our release of our book, we've been offering our book through Amazon on 9 different Amazon marketplaces.
Fantastic.
For instance, from North America to all over through Asia and Europe. So our book has been distributed fairly effectively through these places.
So it's available just about everywhere now?
Yes, our book is available almost through all Amazon marketplaces. We're working on other ones. However, our book can be found through RTFIPro.com where anyone can purchase it.
So they can buy the book directly from you through your website?
Yes, they can. Anybody can.
Perfect,
Yes.
perfect. George, can you give us some information on your involvement with the American Society for Non-Destructive Testing?
Yeah, Jason, in 2020, myself and Dr. Riemann have became subject matter experts for ASNT and for industrial radiography. We've done several projects with ASNT in 2020. Firstly, we did a project for ASNT in their monthly periodical called Materials Evaluation, which showcased our book. Secondly, we did the project for their TNT, which basically provided a brief comparison between computed and digital radiography. And finally, we did a project for their upcoming books to be released, which is the RT Level 3 Study Guide and the Q&A, which are going to be released in the near future. So we help contribute with them as well.
That's a lot of work to fit into the past 2 years, and
Yeah.
you guys have just hit it out of the park.
Yeah, we've been busy. We've been very busy with a lot of fronts.
It's worked out very well for you.
Thank you, thank you.
You mentioned earlier that you and Dr. Riemann have formed a partnership with the Quality Control Council of Canada. Can you explain a little bit more about that?
Yes, when I was in California, Jason, in early 2020, performing a presentation for the ASME B31 committee, bridging the competency gap for industrial radiography, I received a phone call from the QCC regarding wanting to use 20 radiographs from our publication, as they were wanting to create a booklet themselves on radiographic interpretation. So as myself and Dr. Riemann are both supportive of helping the community in regards to bridging the competency gap of industrial radiography, we agreed, and I flew to Edmonton once I came back from California and met with the higher ups, and we came to an agreement, and we shared 20 radiographs from our book.
Okay, and that's this here, right, is what their final product was?
Yes, it was.
And so inside of here are some of the radiographs that are in your book are also in the QCC publication?
Yes, that's the actually pamphlet booklet that they created, which I believe was released summer 2020.
Okay, all right, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That gives you guys certainly some more credibility in the field with this partnership that you've built with them.
Yes, it does, for sure.
That's fantastic.
We're all about helping and bridging the competency gap for industrial radiography and radiographic interpretation, and we want to support the community of industrial radiography, and we were willing to help out with that.
Perfect. We mentioned earlier that you and Dr. Riemann won the PhilipsCrosby Medal, and that medal was in relation to people that had achieved a significant achievement in helping further quality control. When you guys started out working on your book, Practical Field Handbook in Industrial Radiography and Radiograph Interpretation, did you guys see this kind of success this quickly? Was that kind of in your sights?
Well, Jason, I remember when we first started writing the book, I did know when we first started writing that there was a gap within the industry, and I did know that the industry needed something like what we developed. However, at that time, I really did not know how well it was going to do internationally or nationally. I knew that our industry needed it, however, but what I did know was that regardless of what the outcome was going to be, that I was going to be proud of it. For
sure, and you've got a lot to be proud of. There's no doubt. This medal is kind of a capstone for these past 2 years of the work that you guys have put into this.
Yes, and like I said, it's an accomplishment that like I said back then, that we didn't know. You know, could I sit here now and say, hey, I'm going to be a #1 best-selling author, award-winning in 2016 when I look back? I really didn't think that, right? I just knew that I was going to try my best to help the industry and provide.
You saw a gap there and you filled it.
Yes, we both did, both myself and Dr. Riemann, and we end up coming together to try to help bridge this gap.
Now, last time we spoke, you guys were venturing out into the unknown world of YouTube. How's that going for you?
Yeah, Jason, our YouTube channel is going really well. We have about 4,400 subscribers, about 26 videos right now. We're providing short videos of topical information on industrial radiography for quick reference.
So the videos, they're something that the field technician can go and take a look at when they're confused or wondering about something?
Yeah, it's just like topical information in regards to any topic, a specific topic, and we talk about it and provide the important information which a technician would need to know.
Yeah, and I'm sure having that visual there on YouTube is helpful rather than just reading it in a book.
Yes, and like I said, myself, I'll go back myself and I'll take a look at the videos and refresh on each video.
You talked about a web link that you folks had put together to gather analytics. Now, it had a quiz on the web link. What was the quiz? What was the data that you were trying to collect?
We'll take this data and we're going to publish it through a study. We're hopefully going to get it released in 2022.
Okay. And kind of what's the purpose of that study?
It's basically to see how interpretation varies internationally through certification, experience, and education, and to basically to further support our theory that a gap exists within the industry.
Okay, to demonstrate that theory is correct and that now you can pinpoint where those gaps are and how to fill them? Yeah,
like our whole idea of even when we created the book was that a gap exists within the industry with industrial radiography, especially in radiographic interpretation. And this web link that we released is to help support our theory on this topic.
So tell the folks again where we can purchase your book.
Our book can be purchased through Amazon or eBay, as well as our website, RTFIPro.com.
All right. Thank you, George. We look forward to the release of your next projects. And if you want to buy the book, of course, you can go to RTFIPro.com or over to Amazon, eBay. Also, check out all of the resources available on RTFIPro.com and check out that YouTube channel. Until next time, be safe.